Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Life with Annie. So, I'm in the kitchen, but I'm not cooking today. I saw something. Y'all are always saying, have you been to the Dollar Tree? I love your Dollar Tree hauls. I went in a Dollar Tree last week. They didn't have anything. And I don't know if they're in between seasons or what. They still had a lot of their summer stuff out, so nothing really that I needed. The only thing I bought there was a bag of trash bags and this little lid, and it's a decorative jar lid, and it was $1.25. You get two, and I thought, well, let's try it. It's for, I guess, to be used like a grid so that you could do flowers. So that's what I got it for, and we're going to try to put some flowers in one of these jars. So I don't know if there's a specific size of jar that you have to have. I just have regular mason jars here, so I just grabbed one of those. And yeah, so let me put some water in here. I'm gonna grab some floral food and I'll be right back. So the sun is out right now. However, I think we're supposed to get some rain. So we shall see. So I went outside and I just went through my yard and picked a few little flowers. And we're just gonna put them in this jar and see if we can make it pretty. This is just floral food that when I've bought packages of flowers in the grocery store before, and I don't always use every single packet. So I save them and we use them for projects like this. Okay, so, and I'm not gonna use all that. I can change the water out in this and add more flower food to it. Like I said, I went out in the yard and these are the things that are blooming. I had other things blooming, but I just grabbed these. And I don't know that I'm gonna need all of these, but I do have some Dusty Miller here. My daisies are blooming. I forget what these are called, blooms or something. I can't remember. They're a perennial. They come back every year. I bought them a couple of years ago. And then I picked a couple of roses off of my rose bush. So, let's see how we do. So I'll show you all up close what everything's looking like. Now my other roses were blooming too, but I just grabbed a couple of the red ones to see how they would do. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Dusty Miller, peel that off the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of sit it. Well, no, duh, the purpose of this video is to use this. So let me put that on first. And then we're going to start putting some of our stuff in here, and I'm gonna probably have to put, I'm gonna probably have to put more water in here so that everything touches. Okay, so let me just grab some of these daisies. I think I'm gonna do the green stuff last. We'll start with our daisies. And if I need more, I can always go outside, but I don't really think I'm gonna need more. Now, ideally, you'll want to cut your stems under the water. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. And my flowers seem to do okay. So let's just put some of our daisies in. But you do want to pull off the bottom leaves on your stems because that greenery, it will rot if it sits in that water. I don't know if y'all can hear Beauregard and the chickens out there. Have y'all seen these little lids at your Dollar Tree. I had never seen them before. So I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna grab that and just try it. It seems to be working great. It's holding the flowers in place. It'd be nice if they made some larger ones. That way, if you have a larger vase or one that would fit like a shallow bowl type vase, that would be nice. All right. And I've got one more daisy. So I wanted my daisies to kind of be the main flower or have the most daisies. And then I could just kind of fill in with everything else. I hear you, Lucy. You just came in. I don't think you need to come back out right now. Oh, I do have one more here. It's buried under the leaves. All right, I think I need to put one over here. All right, so there we have all of our daisies on there. And I'm just gonna pull this out. I just picked one stalk of this. I can go out there and get more. Let me see how we're doing here and what it's gonna, now that one's got a little bud on it. Let's tuck that right down in there. No. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it in a little section. I'll have to turn it around here, y'all, so I can see what I'm doing. I am not a floral designer by any means, but I do like to have pretty flowers. I may need to go pick some more of this stuff, y'all, because it's looking pretty. I'm going to put these little buds in and see if they'll open up at a later date and time. But I mainly just wanted to try this little grid lid, we'll call it a grid lid, out. See how it works. Okay, so we've got our couple of roses here. This one. Let's try this again. Nope. Thunder serenading us. Let's see. Here's what we've got. I might need to shorten that one rose just a touch. All right, now we can stick some of our Dusty Miller. Now this stuff comes back for me every year. I have it in a pot out there. I never even knew it was going to come back, but it does. So thought I would just grab a little bit of that. And it's been neglected, and it still does great. So if I don't get all this in water, I'm not too concerned about it. Let's get a piece in the top. Another piece of Dusty Miller. So daisies, Dusty Miller, roses, and I don't know if that's called a balloon flower or something, this purple one. But anyway, it may not be the prettiest arrangement, but I mainly just wanted to see how this little grid would work. So, and it's all from my backyard. And like I say, I'm not a floral arranger, but I just like pretty flowers. Okay, everybody. There's our arrangement. I think that grid is a perfect grid for these jars. You get two, like I said, I may not have said, but you get two in a pack. It's $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. And this would be great, like if you're doing like a luncheon or something and you got multiple tables, buy you a thing of mason jars and go to Dollar Tree and buy you some of these lids, and you could put, even if they're not real flowers, you could put silk flowers in them and put them at each table setting, and that would be so, or each table, that would be so pretty. This is, I think, I love this. I may get a few more of these if I see them next time I'm in the Dollar Tree. But we'll fluff my daisy here. Here you go, little daisy. All right, there she is. And I could add more color, but we're just trying this lid out. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.